played the young Chris Rock in the series Everybody Hates Chris for 5 seasons. And he also, fans of The Walking Dead will know him as Noah from last season and will be part of the new Criminal Minds Beyond Borders series that premieres tonight on CBS at 10 Eastern Time with Gary Sinise. He is Tyler James Williams. Good to see you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Now, I just read off some of your credits before this spin-off of the highly successful Criminal Minds series. But you are having a 20-year celebration of your own with your career, correct?
Yeah, this is my 20th year in the acting game.
And how old are you?
I'm 23.
Okay, so you started acting at age
4. Yeah.
4.
Yeah, by age 4.
And so 20 years ago, what were you doing right now?
I was doing Sesame Street. I was doing Sesame Street, and it was
fantastic.
The most brilliant thing in the world.
What in the world was it like to be on the street at age 4? What was that like?
It was the best, man. It really was. For some reason, it establishes this great mentality for kids who are working. You get the professionalism, but it's all still really fun. You know, I mean, I was teaching kids how to brush their teeth. That was the thing.
So you learned, is that why your dental hygiene is so excellent even today?
That's why it's wonderful now. Yeah, it was a all-around experience for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any special scene that you had? Did you have a Bert and Ernie scene that stands out? Who was the best Muppet to work with? Who was the best one?
You know what? Elmo. I'd have to say Elmo, man. We had that's why I think was teaching people how to brush their teeth.
With Elmo?
Yeah, with Elmo. With Elmo. It was me and my brother, actually, the two of us. We, spitting in the sink, hitting the camera and everything, and they were fine with it. They were really fine with it.
So, is that still being used today, though? Because sometimes, Sesame Street will recycle stuff from 30 years ago.
I'll get tweets and stuff from people who going, "Were you like a really big-headed kid on Sesame Street?" It's like, yeah, more than likely that was me. Yeah.
And so, what is with all the Portuguese that we're seeing on your social media right now, Tyler?
Gosh.
What is happening? What is happening?
I don't know. It's okay. It must be some kind of game or something they do in Brazil or something like that. But apparently they got a hold of Everybody Hates Chris reruns, and that's their thing, is just flooding your timeline with Portuguese. Right now it's at 275,000 comments.
Of what? Like on
Portuguese.
On a
just
picture?
Straight, yeah.
On Instagram?
Straight Portuguese.
So you're looking down at it, you post a photograph of just say, what? Anything?
Anything. It could be of my dog, my family.
Can we try this out right now?
We could totally try this. I guarantee you.
Do you have your phone on you right
do.
now? Okay. So
guarantee you.
Here's what we're going to do is you and right here on live Rich Eisen show, television and radio. Let's take a selfie, all right? And then you'll post it and then suddenly Portuguese is going to
Somebody should just watch all the Portuguese.
Watch all.
Just watch. By the time the interview's over,
I'm on it.
It'll be 1,000 comments.
Okay, here we go. There we go. There you go. Nice picture.
There we go. All right.
Now you're going to go on your Instagram, which is...
It's going to go on the Instagram, Will Tyler James.
Okay, because you're at Tyler James Will on Twitter.
Yeah, somebody took the other one.
On Instagram?
Yeah, on Instagram.
That's pretty strange. All right, so you'll post that. And he's going to post that right now, and they're going to watch. So how many likes are you going to get on this whole thing from Brazil?
It's going to be thousands, but it's the comments that we got to watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like this. Would you mind using @Rich Eisen Show?
I will do that.
We might as well brand things while we're doing it, because if not us, who? And if not now,
when?
Thank you.
All right.
That's been the mantra of our show. Here we go.
And just watch.
Okay, let's watch it in. In the meantime, tell me, how does somebody become a Jet and a Yankee fan growing up in the Bronx, New York? Is that where you grew up?
That's where the
Bronx?
family's from,
Okay.
yeah. Grandfather is a Jet fan.
Okay.
Dad is a Yankee fan. But my grandfather is a Met fan.
From the Bronx?
Yeah, listen.
Aren't you supposed to? I mean, how does a Met fan grow up in the Bronx?
I just don't
in
know
the shadow
how
of
it
Yankee
worked
Stadium.
Out. Yeah, I mean, I think it was the traffic that probably pissed him off. It was the traffic. It's like, no, forget this.
Right.
I can't deal with this anymore. But I'm so happy I ended up drifting to the Yankees instead of the Mets.
Because that's where you get your world championships.
That's really it.
That was what happened with me, too. My brother was a Jet fan and a Met fan, and I just said, you know what? This is now, I'm dating myself. Mid-'70s, Catfish Hunter, Ron Guidry, Reggie Jackson. End of story. That's when I first started.
Yeah.
So when did you first start? If I go back 20 years now.
Jeez. I mean,
so we're talking about. So you're talking about the Joe Torre era.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You're talking from when you first started.
It was. It was a wonderful time. Oh, it was the best.
To grow up a Yankee fan.
Yeah, I mean, that's why now, as they're in kind of this development kind of gray area phase, I'm fine with it because I had so many world champion years.
Yeah, you got
it's
the
like,
rings.
yeah, no, we can take the time now. It's fine. We've got tons of rings now.
So did you ever talk Yankees with Chris Rock, I imagine? I mean, because
Not really. We never really did. I don't know how we missed that. We talked Knicks. We did talk Knicks quite a bunch.
Okay.
Because that's just an ongoing conversation.
I mean, that's where you can get that's where, along with the Jets, you get your emotional sports scars with the Knicks.
Yeah, man.
You know?
My dad's a huge Knicks fan, right?
Okay, yeah.
Bigger than me, definitely a huge Knicks fan.
Yeah.
And we have this back and forth on what we feel like is the issue here. The team's been kind of in flux. I mean, so many issues this year, from Fisher to, Porzingis now coming up, which is great.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I think...
It's the owner. Let's be
You think
honest.
it's the owner?
Of course.
I think it's Melo. I love the guy. He's great. Wonderful person.
I mean, Carmelo
Awesome person.
Right, but he also can fill it up. I mean, it's not like
he can, but I don't think he's making anybody around him better. That's the thing.
Well, I mean, you got to get people around him better for him to be made better,
I feel like we're getting there.
Okay.
You know?
All I know is that Isaiah set us back years.
Oh,
all right?
absolutely.
And the owner's the one who put Isaiah there.
Oh, absolutely.
And growing up, when I grew up, one of the most hated Knicks of all time was Isaiah.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the most hated players that played against the Knicks was Isaiah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just my own 2 cents.
But wasn't there just recently, wasn't the thought of that rumor of Phil coaching the home games?
Well,
and
Melo
he shot it down?
Well, as Carmelo said last night, let's dead that rumor. It's not happening, is what he said. That at least if the Knicks need to get a couple of W's desperately before the end of the season, that he would coach the home games. And you would take that in 2 seconds flat, right?
I would take that in 2 seconds flat.
Carmelo said, let's dead that rumor right now.
I would take it in 2 seconds flat. I don't understand.
I'm here with Tyler James Williams of Criminal Minds Beyond Borders that premieres tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS. What's the Portuguese update over there at the Chris Command Center? Do we have it right now? Do we got it right now?
It's flowing in. We have Brockman's phone here on the page. It's just live updating with multiple comments in Portuguese. I went to it on
There are already thousands on there.
What is going on?
I don't know.
Look at that.
I don't look.
Here's one that says lots of Portuguese, yo.
So much Portuguese. And listen, I love Brazil. You guys are wonderful.
What does
great.
Pai do Greg mean?
I don't know, man. I just don't know.
You
It's
could
so
have just
confusing.
cursed in Portuguese. I'd be careful.
You might have just cursed.
When I first came to the page on the web browser, it said, this page is in Portuguese. Would you like to translate it?
I don't know what's going on. I don't. Like, it's so confusing.
Don't you have? Can't you?
We actually
figure this
called
out?
Instagram.
And?
Instagram, I was like, hey, are these bots? Are these people spamming it? They were like, no,
Yeah.
each one is an actual person. And apparently it's something they do in Brazil where they decide, here's the person that we're going to either mess with or really enjoy. I can't tell which one it is.
Uh-huh.
And we're all going to post the same comment over and over again in Portuguese.
So maybe here's what we're going to do. Okay. Here's what you can do. You can go to Moonves when you see him later today, because I'm sure you and Les hang out all the time.
Oh,
at
yeah,
CBS,
all the
right?
time.
And go to him and say, look, let's do a CSI Cyber Criminal Minds Beyond Borders cross show, cross streams.
Okay.
Where you go and hang out with Ted Danson and tell him what your problem is with your Instagram page. All right. Take Sinise with you.
Take Sinise.
All right. And whoever you want. And suddenly that's a whole episode.
That's the whole, it's just trying to resolve.
And we get banged for 2 CBS show buck.
And Criminal Minds is international, so we actually go to Brazil.
Yes.
We start talking to people.
Well, be careful of the Zika virus while you're doing
Oh, yeah,
that.
no,
Okay?
I can't
Be careful of that. But what do you think of this?
This
idea?
sounds wonderful. It sounds like a great crossover.
But, and this also shows your initiative of it's not, even though, well, there is 2 eyes in Williams, you're a team player.
I am a team
You're
player.
coming to the table with ideas.
I am
to
bringing
grow the
ideas to the
show,
table.
grow the network, grow the product, and you haven't even premiered yet.
The show's called Beyond Borders.
Beyond
Road trip.
Borders.
I mean, road trip.
What do you
go
think?
there. Okay, that sounds great because then we're killing multiple birds with one stone at that point.
Yes.
I possibly get this worked out, figure out what their thing is and why this is happening to my whole Instagram page.
Yes.
Crossover shows for the network. Ratings go sky high.
I like it.
Works for me.
All right. And so tell me more about this show before we let you go here.
It's a really interesting concept, man. I've always been a person who, when I travel, I'm always really scared of the worst case scenario
Yes.
of like what would happen if something went down. And then we found out that there is actually a team that the show is based on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what their job is. Something happens to Americans, overseas, you get kidnapped. You end up hurting somebody else. These are the people who have to come get you.
Right.
And that's what makes it kind of really interesting to me. We're dealing with, a lot of the unsubs that we have in the original series of Criminal Minds. We're used to kind of our American issues and all that. These are dealing with these kind of broad international issues that we've never really even heard of before, that are traveling back years and years of, what happened, when we were all in the Gulf and we were kind of, there are people who are still mad about that and that kind of situations, those kind of situations. So that's what's like really interesting to me about this show. And these guys, trying to, keep your passport intact and bring it home.
This is going to be fun stuff, and it debuts at 10 p.m. Eastern on CBS, Criminal Minds, Beyond Borders.
Tonight.
And they've got somebody who already has credentials in the Portuguese-speaking community on the show, and Tyler James Williams.
Oh, geez.
You should send him to Rock's pages.
I think they found it, but for some reason they're more attached to mine.
But if Everyone Hates Chris, if this is the genesis of it,
they don't.
You only play Chris. Send it to the actual Rock.
I wish that was the case, but no, it's not happening.
Go to the Olympics. Go to the Olympics.
Okay, I'm now afraid I'm going to get kidnapped. If that's what they're doing to my Instagram, I'm going to go down there and get kidnapped.
Oh, man. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks.
Good luck with the show. Good luck with your Instagram page. Tyler James Williams here on The Rich Eisen Show. We're back in a minute with more. Your phone calls, 844-204-RICH.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.